Comrades, a very strange thing is going on in the financial world right now. Just in the past week, 4 major bankers, people who were top players in the financial field, apparently committed suicide. 50-year-old Mike Druger, who had worked for Russell Investments for 5 years, was found dead close to the Tacoma Narrows Bridge in Washington State. He wrote for Market Outlook Financial Services publications, forecasting the business cycle and the target federal funds rate. He's the creator and developer of the Business Cycle Index that forecasts economic performance published monthly on the Russell website. He was previously an assistant vice president and research economist at the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis and is ranked in the top 5% of published economists. A 58-year-old former senior executive at Deutsche Bank AG, Williams Ropeschmidt, was found dead on January 26 in his home after an apparent suicide in South Kensington in central London. The next day, January 27, Tata Motors managing director Carl Slim, 51, was found dead on the 4th floor of the Shangri-La Hotel in Bangkok. Police said he could have committed suicide. Mr. Slim was staying on the 22nd floor with his wife and was attending a board meeting in the Thai capital. Another tragic incident occurred on January 28 when 39-year-old Gabriel McGee, a JP Morgan employee, died after falling from the roof of its European headquarters in London. I don't have to tell you that suicides among the wealthy class, or particularly people this high up, are really not all that common. That's not to say suicide doesn't happen among the rich. Of course it does. But it's really not that common when you get that high up the corporate ladder, when you get that high up in class status. Now, the fact that these have all happened relatively around the same time is very suspicious. You don't see this many suicides in, this type of profession clustered all at once like this. I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist here, but something very strange is going on. It's also worth noting that this comes at a time where in the same week the Dow Jones wasn't doing very well. I'm not saying they're related, I'm just saying that it's a coincidence and a very strange one. It's also important to keep in mind that this is happening within a certain context. A lot of really big economic players, institutions and whatnot, are saying that there is a new economic crisis that's coming either this year, 2015, or 2016. Most of them are actually saying it's 2015, which means these suicides are occurring at a time when a lot of big financial players like themselves are noticing that there's a big crash coming. Now again, there's not much information on how big this crash might be, but it involves a lot of things like American commodity speculation that's been driving up prices, a flawed policy that's going through China right now. Their economic policy is really not working, and they're not as powerful as they once was, and the euro is just a complete mess with everything that's going on right there. What I'm saying is that it's very strange, and I'm going to have to keep using the word strange, that these suicides are occurring at a time when we are edging towards a new crisis, a big one that's predicted to be bigger than the one we just went through in 2008. And there's not a lot of information, and again, this sounds very conspiracy theory-ish, but this is the objective situation that we're facing. There is another crisis coming. We are completely screwing ourselves over with capitalism. The lessons from the last economic crisis were not learned, and they're being repeated over again. Again, it's all very strange. It makes me kind of wonder if these bankers knew something that the rest of us really should be let in on. Thank you for watching. Please comment and rate the video. If you liked it, hit subscribe or check out some of these other great videos. If you wish, share it on social media. While you're at it, why don't you follow me on Twitter? And if you got time, go on over to the MRN bookstore and check out some of the latest books available.